Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is AK Chiba and I'm here today to give you a little tutorial on the outpost on BattleDawn. Now the one I'm going to be covering in this video is going to be missiles. Or, well, should say missile silos. Okay, now for the outpost. In order to build an outpost, or to build outposts I mean, you have to have the second level of farm produced or created in order to build your outpost. Now, when building outposts, you will go underneath here to click outpost, and then much like placing your colony, you have to choose the location by hitting X, and then as you can see, they cost 500 metal, 300 oil, and 15 workers. Okay, now for after building your outpost, now to be able to actually build, the missile silo, like I had said, you have to be underneath your structures, and you have to have the level 5 build of, these. So the first one is the basic, to where your barracks, to where you can build soldiers, then vehicles, and then tanks. The last one is your missile factory. Now after you have that built is when you can start building your outpost. Now with outpost, what you want to keep in mind is you have to have 24 ticks control over it to be able to actually build something on it. Now these are the 4 different ones, but right now we're covering the missile silo. Now the missile silo, I don't have enough right now, but it costs 1,000 metal and 250 oil. Okay, so now when you actually have enough, so what you do is you go under and go to upgrade missile silo, which like it says costs 1,000 metal, 250 oil. You build. Now your missile silo is the only one to where immediately after building you can actually do something with it. But in order to arm the missile, it costs 500 metal and then it'll cost 1 worker. But I'm not going to do one right now just because missile silos are a pretty big target that people usually want to capture. But yeah. Okay, so basically, once you have your missile built and everything, it will cost 25 energy to be able to launch it. So keep that in mind. If you're wanting to send a lot of missiles at someone, you got to make sure you have the full amount. But what you do is just basically just like attacking with a normal squad. You'll click from that place to the same place and just do what you do normally. But now with missile silos though, one thing to keep in mind is you see how over here you got the fire ion cannon. People can shoot down missiles with that as well, but it costs 250. So as long as you're going up against, just one person, you could send probably about 4 or 5 just in case they have someone try and help them to shoot them down. But with the missiles, it will pretty much kill 10% of all units within a target hit. So if you're aiming at a colony, it'll kill 10% of the units, and then it'll take down the remainder units down to 1 health points, no matter if they're tanks or infantry. And then also, when a missile is going to hit, say if someone wants to get out of there right before the missile hits, and they're just 1 tick away, so as the missile's hitting, their guy's moving 1 away, the missile will hit their squads that are leaving. So that's also one thing to keep in mind if you're trying to run away from getting hit by a missile, is make sure to be at least 2 ticks away from your colony before they hit, or else they will be hit and the same damage will be caused on them as your colony would. And if you don't have any units on your colony, instead the missile will go for about 10% of the workers on it, which no matter what, either your units or your colonies will get hit to where you'll lose a lot of units or you'll lose quite a bit of workers as well. And then also just, once it's just like training a spy or anything, like I said, will be covered in later topics, but you have to make sure to remember that it'll, take the 24 ticks to create, so it'll come up with a little tab showing how long it has left until you can launch it. Okay, and that basically sums up the rest of the topic for missile silos for outposts. If there's anything that I missed, most likely I'm going to be covering it in later videos. If you guys do catch anything that I missed, please let me know, because I'm trying to complete all 3 world tutorials to make, a firm grasp, so any new players will be able to look at the videos and find exactly what they need to know. But until next time, this is AK Chiba signing off.